Welcome to the CPR Business Development Podcast. This episode 3 is AHA Instructor Alignment. Today, we're diving deep into what it means to become an American Heart Association instructor.
Right.
And specifically, that really crucial step, alignment with an AHA training center, or TC.
Yeah, the TC alignment piece, it's fundamental.
We're going to explore the requirements, the whole process, and honestly, why this alignment is so important if you're looking to teach AHA courses and actually grow your CPR business.
Absolutely. Think of this as, your insider's guide. We want to make it clear.
Okay, so let's start right there. What exactly is AHA instructor alignment in practical terms?
Okay. So basically, it's the formal process where you, as an instructor candidate, connect with an AHA-approved training center, one that's authorized to operate in your region.
A formal connection.
So like a partnership.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and it's mandatory. You absolutely have to do this before you can teach AHA courses on your own.
After that initial monitored course, you mean?
Exactly. After the monitoring. And crucially, before you can issue those official AHA course completion cards.
Ah, the cards. That's key for business, right?
Definitely. Only aligned instructors have that authority. It's about being official, representing that you're delivering actual AHA training.
Got it. So what are the key requirements then? What do people need to know up front?
Well, first off, good news, maybe you don't pay fees directly to the AHA for alignment itself.
Okay.
Any costs involved, that's up to the individual training center. They set their own structure for that.
So TCs have some leeway there.
They do. And the training center coordinator, the TCC, they might want to interview you or maybe have their training faculty, their TF, monitor you before they even agree to align with you. Ultimately, the PCC makes the final call.
And they don't have to accept everyone who applies.
Nope. They're not obligated. They can use their own criteria, maybe based on their business needs, your experience, things like that.
That's important for people starting a business to realize.
Yeah.
It's not automatic.
Not at all. You need to make a good case. And something else, you can align with more than one TC.
Oh, really? Multiple training centers.
Yep. But just be aware, each training center might have its own extra rules, like different teaching requirements or maybe more monitoring.
So more flexibility, but potentially more to manage.
Exactly. And remember, each TC is on the hook for making sure all their aligned instructors are following the AHA guidelines and policies. Quality control.
Makes sense. Okay, let's walk through the actual process. What if someone takes their instructor course at the same TC they want to align with? That seems like the most straightforward path.
It generally is, yeah. So first things first, you absolutely must have a valid AHA provider card yourself for whatever discipline you want to teach, like BLS or ACLS.
The basics.
The basics. Then you need to successfully complete the discipline-specific AHA Instructor Essentials course. That's usually an online component.
Okay. Provider card, Essentials course. What else?
Well, the TC might have its own things too, like we mentioned. Maybe an interview, maybe they want to verify your skills again.
Right. They're in checks.
Then comes the paperwork. There's an Instructor Candidate Application form.
Forms.
Always. And you need signatures, yours, the TCC's, and a training faculty member or course director. And remember, it's a separate application for each discipline, BLS, Heart Saver, etc.
Got it. One form per teaching area.
Exactly. Then the big one, you have to successfully teach your first actual provider course within 6 months of finishing that Instructor Essentials course.
That's the monitored teaching session.
That's it. It's absolutely essential. That successful monitoring is what gets you your official AHA instructor card for each discipline.
Okay. And once all that's done?
Once everything's complete, the TCC registers you in the AHA system, Atlas. That's when you get your unique instructor ID number, your official stamp.
Okay, so that's if you train and align at the same place. What about the other scenario? You take the instructor course somewhere else, but want to align with a different TC, maybe one closer to home or that offers better support.
Yeah, that happens a lot. It's perfectly doable, just a few extra considerations.
Like what?
Well, the main addition is you'll probably need a signed instructor alignment agreement with the TC you want to join. It's a formal document saying, yes, we agree to align.
So another piece of paper solidifying that relationship.
Right. And the baseline stuff still applies. You need your valid provider card for the disciplines, proof you passed the Instructor Essentials for them.
And the potential for extra TC requirements still exists.
Absolutely. Interviews, skills checks, whatever that specific TC requires.
Okay. How do the TCs coordinate? Does the new one just take your word you did the course elsewhere?
No, not usually. Good communication is key here. The TCC you want to align with should really talk to the TCC where you took the Instructor Essentials course.
To verify everything.
Exactly. Make sure all the documentation lines up, that you actually completed everything successfully. They need that confirmation.
Makes sense. What about the candidate application form then?
Similar process. You fill it out, you sign it. But this time, it's signed by the TCC of the training center. You're joining the accepting one, and still by the THEF member or course director who actually led your original instructor course.
Okay, so the person who taught you still signs off.
Yes. And again, separate application for each discipline.
And the monitoring. Does the new TC still have to watch you teach?
Critically, yes. Even if you trained elsewhere, the training center you are aligning with must monitor you teaching your first provider course. Again, within 6 months of your instructor course completion.
So they need to see you in action themselves.
Correct. Their successful monitoring is what triggers them issuing your instructor card for each discipline. They have to be satisfied you meet their standards, regardless of where you initially learned the teaching ropes.
Okay, that monitoring piece is consistent then. Let's talk documents. What's the checklist of paperwork someone needs to pull together for alignment?
All right, the essentials. You'll need copies of your current valid AHA provider card or cards, whatever you plan to teach. You need the completion certificate or certificates for the Instructor Essentials course or courses.
Got it. Online course proof.
Yep. Then those completed Instructor Candidate Application forms, fully signed, one per discipline.
Right, the forms we just talked about.
You'll also need a copy proving you successfully passed the written exam that's part of the Instructor Essentials course.
Okay, exam results too.
And finally, copies of the course monitoring form or forms from that initial monitored teaching session.
The evaluation from when they watched you teach.
Exactly. And if maybe you needed a bit of remediation or they wanted to watch you again, include those forms too. It's the full record. This whole package shows the TC you've met all the AHA steps.
Okay, that's a pretty clear breakdown of the process and the paperwork. We've covered the what and the how. Now let's really zoom in on the why. For our listeners focused on their business, why is this instructor alignment so vital for building a successful CPR business?
Right. This is where it really hits the bottom line. First off, alignment equals legitimacy. Instantly.
Credibility.
Massive credibility. Being formally linked to an AHA-TC means you're recognized by, well, the gold standard in CPR training. That builds immediate trust with potential students, with companies needing training. You can actually market yourself as offering official AHA courses.
Which is huge, because often people need that official AHA card, right, for their job, for regulations.
Precisely. And only aligned instructors can legally issue those official AHA course completion cards. If you're not aligned, the certificate you give out just doesn't have the same weight. It might not be accepted.
So it directly impacts who you can serve and whether your training meets their needs, your market potential.
Absolutely. And beyond just the cards, alignment often gives you access to the training center's resources.
Oh, like what kind of resources?
It varies, but could be anything from marketing support, maybe using their branding templates, to access to training equipment like mannequins, AED trainers, or even some administrative help.
That could be a real boost, especially when you're starting out.
Definitely. So when you're looking for a TC to align with, ask about that support structure. It's part of evaluating the partnership.
Good tip. And alignment also plays a role in quality, doesn't it? Maintaining standards.
Yeah, it's the AHA's way of ensuring consistency. By having instructors tied to a TC, they maintain oversight. TCs want their instructors to be good, to follow the guidelines, because it reflects on them. They have skin in the game to make sure you're delivering quality training.
So it's a quality assurance mechanism built into the system.
You got it. So, look, alignment isn't just some bureaucratic hoop to jump through. It's genuinely foundational for building a reputable, sustainable CPR business.
It unlocks the ability to offer what the market demands, those official certs.
Right. It gives you a professional framework to operate within, connects you to potential support, and basically opens doors to more opportunities. Prioritizing getting properly aligned, that's setting your business up for real growth.
So wrapping this up then, understanding AHA instructor alignment, it's not just about compliance, it's really a strategic move for your CPR business.
Totally. It underpins your legitimacy, your ability to issue valid cards, and your potential for growth.
It ensures you're operating correctly within that recognized AHA framework, giving customers what they need and value. It really sets the stage for long-term success.
And that choice of which training center to align with, that's a big business decision. Don't just pick the first one you find.
Do your homework.
Yeah. Research them. What's their reputation? What support do they offer their instructors? Does their approach fit with your business goals? Finding the right fit there, that partnership can really accelerate your success.
Great advice. It's about finding the right partner for your venture. Thank you for joining the CPR Business Development Podcast. Please subscribe, like, and comment so that we can continue to make more like this. Please leave a comment. We will see you in the next episode. Episode 4. Jumpstart your CPR business. Click the link in the descriptions to access your copy of Jumpstart Your CPR Business.